Okay, and we're back, ladies and gentlemen, walking through the market of Lewes, and people are about enjoying the sunshine and the fine weather. Some rather delicious smells coming from various food stalls here. I've already eaten. I should stop thinking about food. I don't need to eat again. But we'll go for a walk up this hill and see what we can see. Right, okay. I haven't actually been here for Guy Fawkes Night. It would be. Right, someone feeding the pigeons. Look at all these old buildings with, there's a brewery shop there. No dogs today, well not with me anyway. Plenty of other people are out walking their dogs. So wherever you're tuning in, Ronald's going to give me an update and let me know that we're rolling on all of the platforms and how many people are watching. We had a rather bumpy start today. We're not quite sure what's happening with the networks, but we think we've got it resolved for now. So we'll see how we go. Even though it looks like we're in the middle of Lewes, in the sort of beating heart, I think you'll be surprised just how quickly we come out and we're sort of in open green space. Because this hill ahead of us is somewhat of a, dividing line between country and town and country. And a couple of kids munching on some carrots. That's good to see. Okay. Just once again, Ronald, could I have an update, please? What's the state of all of the platforms? Have we got anyone on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube? Where are people tuning in from? Do we have any comments? Okay, all right. So we've got some viewers on Facebook and TikTok. Welcome along to the stream. Hopefully you're enjoying on TikTok our new updated look where you're treated to two cameras, the front-facing camera so that you can see what I'm seeing as well as me. The sound, we're still working on the systems. The sound may not match up because my voice is being taken from the front-facing camera and the camera facing me is not recording my audio. So the two of those may not always align. In fact, they may be permanently out of sync. So as I told you, we're going to come through this little lane here, Chapel Hill, and we're going to walk up this hill and you're going to, you can see, I don't know whether you can see how steep that is from the camera, but it's, I've walked up this hill probably half a dozen times, but never with carrying all of this stuff. So I'll take it slow and so as I was saying, very, very quickly you leave a very busy Lewes town centre and we start our ascent up into the hills surrounding Lewes. Be nice to live in one of these houses, nice and close to the centre, but very quiet. And you'd get a little bit of exercise walking down to the shops and then up again. Listen, I'm going to take a break already. I'm glad I bought some water this morning. What does it say? Welcome, you rest. Oh, I think I can't quite make that out, but I believe it's a excerpt from the Bible. Matthew, I think I could read, but I couldn't. It was too weathered for me to be able to see chapter and verse. So yes, I'd forgotten to mention at the top of this hill there's also a golf course, but I was under the impression that there was a separate road that led to the golf course, but that may not be the case because the sign back there said private road, golfers only. Come on in. So golfers and hikers. Ooh. Welcome to our viewer on Twitch. I think you're being treated to some heavy breathing by a middle-aged man, and hopefully that's not as creepy as it sounds. I'm just trying to get up this hill. We were in Lewes, a lovely little town about an hour south of London. Came down here this morning and we're walking up into the hills and towards a golf course. Let's have a bit of a look. A rather unspectacular road in actual fact, but if you use your imagination, somewhere behind those trees is the town of Lewes. You know what? I think it's almost that time of year where you need to start wearing shorts to these hikes rather than long hiking trousers. Because when the sun comes out, it's lovely. Let's see, if I climb up this bit here, we might be able to get. Oh, here we go. That's not a bad view. So you can see there the town of Lewes, and then the canal that sort of snakes out of Lewes and off into the distance. So the plan is today for me to go up this hill here, past the golf course, up to I think the highest point near in the sort of local area, and then I'm going to have to inventively find my own way back to that canal, because usually people take a longer route and sort of walk along the ridge, but that might be a little bit too long for today's hike. So we've got let me see if I can get up. Okay, all right, I'm going to take a look at this. see, even here we've got traffic jams. Oh no, they're just having a bit of a yarn at the overtaking spot. Maybe they're golf buddies. Right, let's take another look. I think we can. Oh wow. No. We'll keep going. Places to be. So those walkers down there along the waterway, that's where we've got to get to. So that bridge over there, that has to play a part in today's walk, I think. But this is the golf course at the top, and at least from here it looks like this is the only road to the golf course. Perhaps I should have known that. So we're going to get away from this road in just a minute, and it'll sort of open up into undulating grassy hills, and we'll sort of be dipping down and up for a bit, and I'll point out the highest point that we're going to go to, and then we sort of go back over the other side of that. And here's the golf course. Okay, welcome to our 10 viewers on TikTok. If you've come back to see us again, if you've seen us on TikTok before, you should hopefully be noticing our updated look now with 2 cameras instead of just one. There's Lewes Golf Club. Okay, we're going to go through a gate here. And as promised, undulating hills. And we'll step through here and we'll start heading up this way. So we've got some livestock, some cows in the field. They're quite a familiar sight when hiking in the English countryside, and I think it's almost remarkable that we haven't encountered more of them in our live streamed hikes. I'm just hoping that they don't get spooked by this contraption that I'm wearing and come over and want to take a closer look, because hello, hi. It's a fairly decent sized group walking. Oh, they're walking towards me. My eyesight ain't what it used to be. I thought they were walking away, but they're coming in this direction. So we're going to hike along this here, and then we're going to go down that dip and then up, I think, to that point over there, but we'll have a look. I may have misidentified. It might be the next hill over. So if we were to keep hiking in this direction, we'd come across a huge TV tower, transmission tower. I think it's for TV signals. It could be for all kinds of stuff, but what's the time? So, hello, hi. So here's a walking group.
Hello.
Hello. Going there. Hi. So, lovely hiking weather. nice. And the thing is, the sun's out, so it's sort of nice and warm on the skin, but just with a nice, cool but not chilly breeze. It's all right. Yeah, it's pretty good. So let's get a little bit of a panorama. So you can see sort of spots of water over there. That's sort of in the area of the canal, and you might be able to, although it might be a little bit too distant, but the canal sort of snakes right up off into the distance, and these cows are grazing on the grass here. Still looks like I got a fairly good network signal. I was wondering how far out of town we would get before we'd have trouble connecting, because I thought it might be possible that if we start to get degraded video quality, I might just have to turn around and return back the other way. But that would mean we could head back into town, and you might be able to see a little bit more of Lewes town centre, and that might be interesting. More people about, and it's going to be busy here on a Saturday as well. So I'm happy to switch formats from outdoorsy countryside hiking to wanders through the centre of Lewes. We know that the people viewing us enjoy both. We've had comments from people about both and the bits that they like about the city. Definitely, if people have a special attachment to a certain location, they're interested to see a live stream from there, like our super fan Aileen Kader, who had sort of knew Lincoln, and when we went to Lincoln a month or so ago, she was delighted to be able to revisit virtually the town that she'd been to before. So Ronald, keep me updated, send me messages, let me know what's going on. I want to make sure that if anyone's making any comments or wants a shout out, that I can provide that. I'm not hearing from you a lot, so I'm not quite sure whether that's a good or a bad thing, but if you can let me know what's going on there, that would be really great. Another little panorama. So, for those people viewing on TikTok, do request a shout out or ask any questions. It's very unusual that people are so quiet So let us know whether you're enjoying this walk. So next weekend should be in Edinburgh, heading up to Edinburgh to for a little wander around there and up Arthur's Seat. And Edinburgh's a lovely place, so we'll head up there next weekend. I'll try and get an early train, and that'll be a long day for me. From London to Edinburgh is a bit of a journey, but it gives me a good excuse to head back up to Scotland. I was up there at the start of April, so about a month ago. I was there with my brother, and we went to the Shetland Islands. Meant to live stream from there, but we had some network issues, so we couldn't do it. Oh, maybe it's just because I'm heading uphill. It does look a bit like the camera's pointing down towards the ground, but maybe, yes, I think it's just because I'm heading uphill, so the camera's pointing down. Okay, let's keep on going. Okay, we have a viewer on Twitch. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you're enjoying this walk up a hill just outside Lewes, an hour south of London. I think I'm near the top of this section. Soon. Oh, we've got some golfers here. So we're right on the edge of the golf course. It does look like they're trying to grow something in that area over there. It looks there's little ridges. I don't know whether you can see that there, but there's little ridges in those hills that suggest that at least at some stage they were growing some kind of a crop. runner. Okay. That's unusual. Wonder what that is. Maiko, thank you for sharing the stream. We appreciate it. We'd like to reach as many people who would be interested in this type of thing as usual. I'm not a gamer, or this isn't anything extreme, but hopefully if people enjoy the outdoors, and they don't mind hearing a middle-aged man ramble on about random things, what we're going to try to do is to take you to interesting places and to get you involved if we can, because of course there's no point in you being here live if you can't play a part in the action. We'll be, if you see something that you like the look of and you want me to turn around and take a closer look, if you want more information and I'm able to provide it, then we can do that. Otherwise, you may as well just be watching a video. But whether you are just enjoying sort of coming along for the ride, or whether you want to get involved, we're really pleased to have you here. And so whether you're tuning in, we're on Facebook, we're also on YouTube, and on Twitch, and on Instagram, and on TikTok. So we're spreading our net as wide as possible. We're interested to sort of capture anyone who has an interest in the outdoors and hiking and the English countryside and English villages. So that's the point of all of this, and through this gate. Right. Oh, track just got very bumpy all of a sudden. So excuse me if the camera work gets a little bit more shaky than normal. Hello to our two viewers on Facebook. Thank you for tuning in. We're on the outskirts of Lewes, up in the hills, and we're walking along the side of a hill. And I'm going to try and take a loop around and head back to the canal and walk back to Lewes via the canal. This part of the track I've walked along maybe 5 or 6 times, so I'm familiar with this part, but because I'm having to curtail my usual longer route on account of me carrying equipment and not wanting to go the full distance, I'm going to have to cut it short, which means there'll be a little bit of experimental trail making until we get down to the canal, and then from the canal it should be sort of smooth sailing walking back in towards Lewes. And so because we've advertised this as the Lewes Circular, it won't be the official full Lewes Circular, but if we can finish the live stream back in Lewes for that sort of continuity, for that completion of the circuit, then that would be nice as well, as long as our equipment holds out. So in the off chance that we do have any viewers from Edinburgh, and they would like to join me on a walk around Edinburgh and provide a little bit of local context next Saturday, that would be absolutely fantastic. It's a tall ask, but I like having other people along as well, to share the experience in person, and for you guys to be able to have an extra perspective, an extra set of eyes to sort of see the trail through as well. So we will walk down the Royal Mile from Edinburgh Castle, down past Holyrood Palace, and where the local Parliament is, and then up Arthur's Seat. Now, I've walked around sort of the bottom area of Arthur's Seat, but I've never been to the top, but I think it's achievable. And we'll probably take the easy route. I think there's a more extreme route, and then there's a more leisurely route, and we will be taking the leisurely route. The equipment all in all, it weighs about 4 kilos. It's not so much that it's, good afternoon. It's not so much that it's heavy, it's just cumbersome. So this pack on my back has all of the equipment in it. So it has a battery pack, video encoder, and a couple of modems. And it feels quite comfortable sort of on my back. But this thing here for the camera, it's not that it's heavy, it's just sort of awkward, and I know it looks funny as well. I get some funny looks from people as I'm wearing it. I'm sort of immune to it now. I think when I first started out, I was very self-conscious about it, of people looking, and now I just tune it out because I just sort of think, well, there's nothing I can do about it. But I will be looking to to refine this setup, because as you can see, even though the idea was that this would be hands-free, but I am still bracing it with a hand to try and keep it steady. So a better solution is called for. Now, you can buy snorri cams. They're called snorri cams. Are these vests that you wear for a camera facing you. 225 viewers. Wow! Welcome everyone to Lewes. I have a feeling it might be that way. I'm not quite sure. Okay, I'm going to confess I'm a little bit... I thought I knew this part of it. I don't. I think it might be that way. I'm not sure. Let's just keep walking this way. Actually, yeah, so I've made an executive decision. We're not going to follow the canal back to Lewes. As you can see there, not sure whether that's Lewes or that's probably another village near Lewes. We'll probably walk around and loop down, go down the hill from there. And I think the advantage of doing that is if we stay close to towns and at sort of the top of hills or the side of hills facing villages and towns, we've got the best chance of being able to stay connected to the network. That's amazing. Right. Yeah, so hi Ian Mark from the Philippines. Glad to have you along on this hike. And it is, yeah, I mean, it's lovely, these sort of the green hills around Lewes. Oh. Yeah, I mean, it is heavy. It probably doesn't need to be that heavy. So as with anything, what you don't know. So I overestimated the power consumption that I would need. So I've got 3 battery packs in there. I've got a 10,000 milliamp, a 20,000 milliamp, and a big
In the morning light and the sky so grey, I lace up my boots, my mind in disarray. Leave the city's hustle, its frantic pace behind, to find some peace in nature. In the morning.
Okay. Thank you for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. I have a... excuse me, I'm just going to put some of this stuff. I might have a drink of water before we get going. Let me just explain what happened there. I had a battery pack. One of the power banks just died. So I think with that particular battery pack, it's a bit funny with the indicator. The indicator lights told me that it was like mostly charged, but I know that I used it on Wednesday and I haven't charged it since then. So I think with that one particular battery pack, the little sort of indicator to indicate how full the battery is not very reliable. So I'm going to need to charge it regardless of how full it says that it is. I'm sorry, that's probably incredibly boring for most of you.
So let's wander on with hearts light and free, embracing the adventure that's meant to be in nature's sanctuary. Stronger over strong, unshining of escape, the arms of life. In the morning light, under sky so gray, I lace up my boots, my mind in disarray. Leave the city's hustle, its frantic pace behind, to find some peace in nature, to clear my troubled mind. Join us for the journey through the wild, where rivers flow and dreams are reconciled. Amongst the whispering trees, a melody inside. Amongst the whispering trees, a melody they bestow. Join us for the journey, let your worries go. Through winding trails and paths unknown, a journey deeper, feeling free to roam. The way lifts off, burdens start to fade. In the serenity of nature, where peace is made. Join us, leaves, the gentle breeze, they speak to me with such ease. In this sanctuary, I'm whole and complete in nature's embrace. My soul finds its beat. Join us for the journey on the trail, where worries fade and spirits prevail. Amongst the towering peaks, a peace you'll know. Join us for the journey, let your spirit grow. So let's wander on with hearts light and free,
chasing the adventure it's meant to be. Nature's sanctuary, we'll discover our truth on this journey of escape. In the arms of our youth.
In the morning light, under sky so gray, I lace up my boots, my mind in disarray. Leave the city's hustle, its frantic pace behind, to find some peace in nature. Join us for the journey through wild, where rivers flow and dreams are reconciled. Amongst the whistling trees, a melody they bestow. Join us for a journey, let your worries go. Through winding trails and paths unknown, I journey deeper, feeling free to roam. The weight lifts off, burdens start to fade. In the serenity of nature, she sees none. Oh, winding trails and paths unknown, I journey deeper, feeling free to roam. The weight lifts off, burdens start to fade. In the serenity of nature, when nature's song brings gentle ease amongst the rustling leaves, a peaceful symphony. Join us for the journey, find serenity. The rustling leaves, the gentle breeze, they speak to me with such ease. In this sanctuary, I'm whole and complete. In nature's embrace, my soul finds its beat. Join us for the journey. Join us for the journey on the
lace up my boots, my mind in disarray. Leave the city's hustle, its frantic pace behind, to find some peace in nature, to clear my troubled mind. Join us for a journey through the wild, where rivers flow and dreams are reconciled amongst the whispered trees of melody they bestow. Join us for the journey through the wild, where rivers flow